Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
With a knockaway.
Good defense.
Durant attacking, spinning, hanging, and hitting.
Let's go. Let's go.
Double your chances to win all month long in March with two big promotions. On Fridays, embrace the madness and win a share of $150,000 in cash and free play. On Saturdays, starting March 8th, go for the gold and win your share of up to $10,000 in cash and free play in the 80K Fool's Gold giveaway. Enjoy live entertainment all month long and play for your chance to win big in March only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 or up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
I thought Penny was smart to handle this the way he handled it. He expressed frustration with the system, the chaotic nature of it. The price hike on eggs ain't got nothing on the price hike on basketball players. The same dude who cost you $150,000 last summer is costing you $500,000 right now. I understand his sentiment, but he stopped well short of criticizing PJ Haggerty.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
We're going to do our pick six favorite Outkast songs in honor of Outkast being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Elevators is the most creative.
Me and you.
Yes. Your mama and your cousin too.
And I can't, every time I hear somebody say me and you, I
just go to the next one, right?
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Shinedown, Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
This week, we're going to run down the hits and the misses from WrestleMania 41.
The main event, NXT title on the line, Obafemi versus Trick Williams versus Javon Evans. One of the greatest triple threat matches I've ever seen in my life.
I'm shocked.
And it made history because it's the first time there's three black men highlighting a NXT pay-per-view. Okay. That was dope too.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
How about Mr. Irrelevant coming from the Memphis Tigers? Yeah, how about that? New England Patriots
Second
took
time.
Memphis defensive back Kobe Minor with the 257th overall pick.
If you're the player getting drafted at that spot, it's almost better to go undrafted and pick a place as an undrafted free agent to sign with where you have a better chance
But
of
you get a lot of stuff. You get a parade. I think you go to Disneyland, I believe.
Mr. Irrelevant goes to Disney?
I think so.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second-chance opportunities?
Yeah. Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Tuesday, May 13th, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, quite the eventful night in the National Basketball Association last night, as the future of the NBA may have changed in a lot of different ways. First of all, we have the Knicks knocking off the Celtics and going up 3-1, and Jayson Tatum going down. We had the draft lottery take place before that, which was incredibly fascinating. And then late last night, we saw the Warriors drop to 3-1 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. We got another Game 5 tonight. Tony Allen will be here for a Tuesdays with Tony. Got nice outside. It's a Tuesday. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, ton of stuff to get to on the show today, not the least of which is everything that took place last night in the NBA. Tony Allen is here. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Senior Sight. Johnny Backpole, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Nicorp, John Lance. He's Yogi Roser. He's Dr. Thunder.
What's up?
Hello, John.
What's up?
Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Math, Navo Joe, the reporter, the photographer. He's Sir Hiss. He's Walker 93.
Got a special guest again today. Hi, everybody. Remember that time everybody on this show was talking about playoff Jimmy Butler? And busted last night. This guy, every one of them, buckets. Remember that.
Tony Allen is here. Devin has a new favorite player every week.
No, don't do that.
Tony Allen is here. Ride the wave. Ride the wave. The Wave Rider. The Wave Rider.
The Wave Rider. You give me crap about Oklahoma City.
The Wave Rider.
You need to go move to Minnesota.
Yeah, the Wave Rider.
On this show when y'all were like all together, holding hands.
Wave Rider.
Bahumba, all three of y'all.
Didn't you date a girl one time who had a wolf?
The Wave Rider.
Holding hands together, Bahumba, talking about some, the playoff Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy.
I was rolling with playoff Jimmy.
Clicking a ticket.
Tony Allen's here. It's brought to you by ESCO. Make sure when you were headed downtown, you were headed over to ESCO. Get you some shrimp and grits and everything else. I am wearing, as Tony's got the hat on I gave to him to put on.
And I'm the Wave Rider.
We are supporting our boy, Mike Conley.
Yeah, we got to support
this
that.
This is his new brand. Good guys finish first.
And I'm the Wave Rider.
What?
We're riding the wave. I'm surfing. I'm surfing right now. I'm surfing.
There you go.
I'm definitely surfing.
This guy's jersey in the rafters of FedEx Forum in a couple years.
I mean, you did say he was a bum when I said Mike Conley was clamping up.
That's not true. In fact, I was the one that texted you guys when he clamped up. So get that right. I don't understand. When did he become Mr. Wolf?
Yeah, man.
This has been like a week and a half.
No.
This is barbershop baloney.
Y'all are not doing this, bro.
Barbershop
Y'all
baloney,
are not
Tony.
doing this, TA. They're not
Tony,
gonna do this
do
to
you
me.
know what barbershop baloney is?
TA, if the Wolves was...
When did he... Everybody listens to this show every day. When has he been Mr. Wolf?
If they got whooped, TA, what would I
When
have to
have
deal
you
with?
been Mr. Wolf?
All I'm saying is all this year, you have been saying the Timberwolves are trash without Karl Towns.
What? You did say that.
You have been saying that. You've been saying that. You've been on that way.
We made predictions last week on this show about the series. All three of y'all were talking about the Wolves.
I was.
I didn't know Steph Curry was going to get hurt.
Best freaking
player got hurt.
Thank you. People in the chat, I always roll with the Wolves. Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Hey,
we're not doing this.
We didn't know that Steph Curry was going to get hurt.
The
Sorry.
one
reason
we ain't doing this.
The one reason why I'm jumping off of the Jimmy Butler bandwagon and Jimmy Butler playoff guy, because he right now, I'm pretty sure he feels mentally, damn, I'm back in a situation like the Miami Heat.
That's why he's getting clamped up last night.
And that's why he probably just was kind of frustrated.
In fairness to Jimmy Butler, he's told you 1,000 times he's Robin. Now, he's not Batman anymore. He has said, I'm not Batman.
I'm Robin.
I'm not.
He said that.
And they look like a team that's got Robin.
You're right.
You know who else looked like the team that had Robins?
Who that was?
They wear a bear.
The Grizzlies.
Our Batman went down, and it was...
That's funny.
We're the Memphis Robins.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. Anthony Edwards, though, star of the game.
What happened to those boys?
Hey, man, Anthony Robbins. He the face of the league.
Let me tell you this. Last night,
he don't want to be it, but he the face of the league.
Last night,
walk down.
It was 68-68, and then it was 85-68.
And that's what kind of.
And most of it was him.
Yeah.
I tell you this. The crazy thing is, the one that I think people expected, Anthony Edwards was going to be great. He was great last year during their playoff run. The expectation was not that Julius Randle was going to be this good. By anybody. That's been the crazy thing, right? When we're ranking Robins, Julius Randle's not at the top of that list, right? When you're saying awesome. Like, okay, everybody's got the great player. Who's got the best sidekick, right? And so we say Jalen Brown, or we say Pascal Siakam, or we say like whichever, right? You're right. Karl Anthony Towns, or you're saying whoever, Jimmy Butler in the case of the Warriors. The second best player and him performing. I mean, Randle, and it just goes to show, we talk about this all the time, how you are cast as a player, right, TA, when it comes to the playoffs. We were goofing about Ty Jerome before we came on here, and I said, like, you get woefully miscast as soon as some guys go out of the lineup. And with Randle, it looks like a guy. You know what it's very reminiscent of, honestly, to me, is Powell. Woefully miscast as the best player, as the guy, right? If he's the guy, and he's the guy that's like, all right, we're shutting him down and this goes a long way towards winning, huge problem. If he's the second best guy, I mean, and he's clearly the second best guy to Anthony Edwards, and what they have last night. I mean, I think he had
31 on 21 shots.
He led him in scoring.
And had a 30 ball.
Crazy. Mm-hmm. We didn't see this with Julius Randle. Julius Randle has been amazing.
He's been phenomenal.
Amazing.
Hey, I think he's been hearing a lot of the criticism.
Probably. I mean, his New York stats are his New York stats.
They also don't have any bigs to meet him at the rim, and you know what he wants to do, bro.
Get in that mid
Left
post.
hand, get to that mid post, bro.
And go.
Yeah, the only time they ever looked like they had anything there was when Looney played.
Yeah, and he could just
and
wall
it's like,
up. Nobody else.
And they gave up on Quentin Post, and they gave up on, I mean.
Julius Randle be like,
No, and so now Minnesota is taking control of that. The one that was the big one was right before that, which was New York beating Boston. And that was mega impressive that they're down 11 at halftime. They're down 14 in the third quarter. And then they just came storming back. And Brunson and Tatum are just going band for band, as they say.
You're right.
And look, the Celtics were going to lose that game in the end. But that Tatum thing was the worst. I mean, he, especially after like all of the attention and can he be the guy? Like, he was amazing in that game. And then, I mean, you right before we went on, you were like, where is the? It feels like every time something like this happens, Shams Charania is in the MRI with the player. And this time, we're, what, 18 hours removed from this? And it's like,
it ain't nothing.
What?
But listen,
how?
Listen.
Where did they get that? Where did they cart him off to?
That's what I said, man. Bring Woj back, man. But
free Woj.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at that play, man. I hate that our superstars go down like this early in the season. I mean, early in the playoffs, because Tatum looked like in that performance, he was about to take that.
Best player on the floor.
Man, he about to take that to another level, to the next series.
He had.
That's what I'm thinking.
Last night he had 42, 8, 4 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks.
He was getting to it. He was getting to it. Like, he was actually being aggressive, too. I think he tied Ray Allen record for most threes in a playoff game.
Well, and when we talk about, like, the Robin, they have been so colossally let down by Jalen Brown.
Now it's time, buddy.
I mean,
he
just has not done it.
No.
He has not delivered for them.
Not like he did last year.
No.
He was so awesome in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, now it's time. You got.
Well, now it's all on him.
You got $300 million, TA.
Right.
This is where you earn your buck. What Shea Gillian said.
Hey,
this is the time where you earn your buck. I think Jalen.
They were already earned. He won the Finals MVP and got it. Yeah, I tell you, boy. Tatum did it not look like Jonathan Kuminga was playing for $100 million last night? That dude came out on fire. He was like, "I'm getting my $100 million."
You see the
value is going back up. I'm pushing it back up. Yeah, he played like that too. Anyway, like regardless of
Kuminga,
he just played it in that speed. Oh yeah.
He's got Sam Young disease.
I promise you, he got the Sam Young.
He does. He doesn't realize he's not as good as stars, but he's not a role player, right? He's one of these miscast, Jeff Green, Rudy Gay's, like, yeah, he can get you points and he can get you some stuff and it's going to look good. But in the team concept, like, he needs to just have the ball.
Look like he breaking every play.
For real. He really is.
But he getting buckets, though.
He is getting buckets.
He don't know what's going on.
No, he's a mess.
He don't know what's going on.
He'll be in Washington next year. With
the vibes.
So they need something now. They didn't get the lottery.
We got the stat about Jalen Brunson. It said Jalen Brunson's you brought the fourth quarter points. Fourth quarter points in the first 10 games of NBA playoffs since 1997. 2008, Kobe Bryant, 99 points. 2023, Steph Curry, 99 points. 2001, 2003, Kobe, 100 each. 2025, Jalen Brunson, 102 points.
All right, can we have this discussion? Is he a superstar that because we went through the beginning of his career and because we had this thought of him for so long? I remember bringing this up last year where it was like, it took 6 years for Curry to become Curry, right? And now we look and it's like, this is happening, but we already had what we thought Jalen Brunson was, and so you don't accept he's like a top 5 or 10 player in the league. You're like, I don't know if he could be. But, what does he have to do?
I think it's
right?
Is it the way he hoops to you?
Yeah, I think it's a little kind of little man, rough and rugged.
Like L.A. Fitness,
footwork.
Post work.
You ain't really honoring it until you look up at the score and say, "Damn, he just bust my ass."
He got 35.
You know what I'm saying? It looked real forced.
Yeah. But he's in New York, though. You would think he would be more of in the forefront.
It's very odd.
Like your kids don't bring up Jalen Brunson.
No, but they know who Jalen Brunson is.
They know who he is. Yeah. Like, they're not going to ask, your pops, I need a Jalen Brunson jersey. Or, Dad, let's go to the game early and watch it.
Flashy is fun. Fundamental is not fun.
And that's what it is, Chris. It's fundamentally sound.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's effective in this offense that Tibbs is running.
If you're a fundamental guy, then you have to win it all. Yeah. And then people will buy Tim Duncan jerseys, and then people will buy Kawhi Leonard jerseys, and then but otherwise, they want
But you know how hard your game got to be. You in New York, the Mecca, and people still ain't rocking with you like that outside of New York.
It's crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the market where everybody is like, okay, who's a New York star? Like people had Jeremy Lin jerseys, bro. Like
here's the crazy thing. I feel like he's like oddly underrated.
Definitely.
No,
underrated.
bro.
Like he's is he the only New York athlete that has ever been underrated?
I think he might be.
Definitely underrated.
Because they gas you. They gas you
mean?
like a mud in New York. They gas you, bro. You get gassed.
And they don't. But he is not treated on the level of superstars.
Nah, it's just like, oh, look at that guy.
Like Jalen Brunson was great. He's great again, right?
Like, what does it take to you? Because like, what do you think it'll take to get Jalen Brunson?
You don't think he's a superstar, do you?
You don't think?
I think he's just real good. I just think he's good.
You don't think he's a superstar? You don't think he's great? He just good.
Superstar. He gotta get to the Eastern Conference Final.
Well, he's about to be. He's about to be.
Him and Tyrese.
Superstar. Get him to the superstar.
You just heard those names. Those are like
Kobe,
the greatest.
Kobe, Jordan, and Steph.
These are the greatest players.
And Jalen Brunson is
right.
I can't deny he having some big games, but I'm just like,
you don't see it.
Is this sustainable?
You don't see it.
Is he gonna keep this up?
What does he have to do?
He ain't athletic at all.
He's gonna have to win a chip.
You gotta win a chip. I got you, bro.
That's what you gotta do, bro.
TA,
He's nice. I'm not gonna front like he's not nice. I love his game, but I'm just like I ain't at all.
You don't think of him like you. I'm saying, why do we not think of him like we do Steph Curry?
Is it the foul merchant stuff? The foul baiting?
Foul baiting can be.
Is that like what reason? Like you look at him like, come on, bro. Like now he's having to get his buckets, like getting it one-on-one.
Almost like giving you that James Harden.
Yeah, so that's probably why people get turned
off.
off.
And honestly, he does probably just need. When I say why isn't he looked at like Curry is, he has to win at the highest level like Curry did, and all those guys did, right? Like I got that, I understand, but like the numbers are the numbers, bro. So he is delivering.
Did people mess with Harden like that back in the day?
No,
he does some Harden stuff.
A lot of people didn't honor his game though when he did.
He's not a foul merchant like Harden was.
He isn't, bro.
He doesn't play.
He
like
be
that.
baiting like a mud.
He put you in positions.
He does bait.
You compromise.
It's not that the Harden thing was playing 4 fouls.
Yeah,
this guy plays for buckets.
So Brunson this year before the season, let's just go by ESPN's NBA rank. You know, they rank. He was 12th coming into this season. So the guys ahead of him were Wemby at 11, Anthony Edwards at 10. Kevin Durant at 9, Embiid at 8, LeBron, Curry, Tatum, SGA, Giannis, Luka, and Jokic.
These are jerseys?
No, these are like
this is when they rank the best players in the NBA.
Now you would for sure say Embiid and KD, he's past them.
Yep.
But the other ones, like
another thing, and this is me just speaking. People, but I think a lot of people probably want to see more dunking. You know what I'm saying?
And more highlights. We live in a highlight culture.
Yeah.
We live in a highlight
culture. And I think he plays the game for his size.
Yeah.
And so
I'll tell you this.
Put influence on the whistle.
Yeah.
With the shifty cuts and the stop and go bumps and then he's strong and then he finish all the time.
That's not a highlight. The one he had this playoffs was the snatch on Thompson, where he snatched him and then pulled up for the game.
And then I guess
he just did that.
Yeah, that was in the last series.
Yeah.
And I guess time will tell on the whole. Part of the reason that I want the Knicks to succeed so much is because I think it is incredibly ironic that they have been the team that's stayed healthy, and yet they're the team that plays the most minutes. Figure that out.
Going against everything.
Figure that out.
All the low management.
Like, I like the idea that the healthiest team is the one that's like, because they're trained for it. And now it's like these teams are playing every other day and people drop like flies.
Don't jinx it, though.
They drop like flies.
Yeah. Don't jinx it.
They've made it this far already. They've made it farther than.
Well, this
Again,
is like right when they broke down last year. This is like right at the moment.
Bro, the Cavs played this out like we did this year. The Cavs played this season out, like played deep into the roster, have guys playing low minutes, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And now they got into the playoffs. 3 of them have gone down. 3 of them.
Hold on, that one toe injury. I'm a little.
Talking about DG?
Yeah. What kind of toe injury.
It's a turf toe.
Turf toe, yeah, those hurt.
I know.
He said those hurt.
Those hurt. What was the other one?
I'm just saying the whole science behind not playing guys big minutes, not playing guys back to back, like all that stuff, and it's like, how are the Knicks healthy? These guys play 50 minutes in these games.
Unless we got to knock on Will harder, because I remember last year I had to deal with y'all on my head because didn't the Knicks get hurt against the Pacers? Was that Eastern Conference Finals?
Correct.
So let's let them get to the Eastern Conference Finals first.
Yeah. Well, no, things can happen no matter what. I'm just saying it's they only play 6 guys.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean?
They put pressures out there for 3 seconds. And like,
they put Deuce and Mitch out there last night.
They play 7. They play 7.
You know where they say more rest, you more durable.
Then I don't believe that.
They going against it, obviously.
Basketball players should play basketball.
Yeah, I mean that's how you be able to embrace contact as you go further in the season. You able to, all right, I'm used to this. I'm used to this impact on my knees.
So you want me to play 40 minutes? I can play 40 minutes now.
Yeah, so
not
then,
like we talked.
Because if I ain't doing it all year, if I ain't got to die to doing it, by the time when it's time to do it, and then I get or I just
and especially when I'm playing the Pacers and all I'm doing is sprinting.
That's all you do is run it.
That's it.
Come
Whole
on,
game.
Man. You got to be fit for that. So I think they durable for it.
We'll see.
The Celtics too, though, man. I think I might go out on a limb with this one, man. No, I ain't ready.
You do not think the Celtics can come back
just did some
without Jayson Tatum?
Paul,
oh no!
You think he walked for real?
There's no chance he walked.
15
He
miles.
definitely called an Uber on the way there. There's an Uber in between that walk.
Look, so those were the 2 games that went on last night. Before those games came on, when that lottery started popping up, and you start to realize who has gone into the top 4. So my first thought was, yesterday we were in here, I wanted the Wizards to get it. I feel like, they deserve it. I mean, they hadn't won 50 games since the 70s. It's like they need a savior. And it's like maybe somebody in the Northeast. It's like all these things. Like, what is going on? Like, we can't keep having all this stuff in the West. Yeah. Hey, all the good players. And God forbid, there's going to be like 10 of the top 12 teams next year are probably going to be in the West. And Giannis might be coming. It's like the worst thing ever. It's like, what is going on? What is happening? And then it goes to the break, and Devin's choice for where it would go because of his friends in Charlotte was Charlotte. And I was like, please, God.
Yes.
Just let it be Charlotte. Because Philly doesn't deserve it. They don't deserve that for what they did this year. And then those other 2, it's like, bro, you got Wemby. And then the other one, Dallas, you traded Luka. Like, nothing happened to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would feel there'd be part of me that if something horrible had happened to Luka.
Right.
But nothing horrible happened. They actively did that. Like, they did that to themselves. So for them to be gifted the next possible generational star, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But that was terrible.
It's terrible because the Spurs and the Mavericks are in our division.
Bro.
It was terrible.
Bro, I watch fake wrestling storylines like all week long, bro. That look real WWE to me.
Everybody was like, dude.
Everybody always thinks the lottery's rigged.
Well, I mean, because everybody remembers once upon a time, David Stern, blocks the Chris Paul trade, and then New Orleans gets new owners, and as soon as they get new owners, just so happens you get Anthony Davis, the generational star, right? And Derrick Rose ended up in Chicago, and
Braun in Cleveland.
And no, Kyrie Irving after LeBron leaves to go to Miami, and it's like, how many times, that was one of the things I was listening to, I think it was Joe House was saying, like, why do miracles happen all the time? You're right. Like, we keep on saying,
lottery,
it's a miracle.
The lottery's not supposed to hit that many times, bro.
How many times can this weird crap happen? Seriously. Like, where 1% chances? But it's not like this never happens.
Man, I don't
it's
know.
like
How many times have you rehearsed that, Tia?
Man, they jumping up like they ain't no damn well that was about to happen. Man, get y'all that. But see,
I will say this. It happened to us, too. We had, very little chance of getting Ja Morant. We were supposed to give that pick away to Boston.
Yeah.
God blessed.
And it changes your franchise.
God bless for
it
sure.
definitely changed. Shout out to Ja Morant.
Yeah.
God bless.
It changes your franchise.
Shout out to him.
I don't think I'd rather the Dallas Mavericks bite the bullet for this. I think they're gonna get some karma from this. And I say this because I don't think Cooper Flagg gonna turn your franchise around like that.
Hey, T.A.
No, for real.
Let's go.
And I'm serious. And I say this because
no, we're not doing
Let's
this.
go.
We're not doing
I
this.
did it with Chat. T.A.
You're
do
not,
it.
yo.
Do
You're,
it, T.A.
you guys aren't
I
doing
did it
the
with
white
Chat.
guy can't be that
I'm
good.
just saying we too hyped on this Duke.
Do it.
That's what you're doing.
It's a lot that got to do with it. First, he hyped up coming out of Duke. So now that's putting extra
This has
pressure.
nothing to do with Duke.
Listen, he hyped up. I'm just telling you.
He was a reclass.
And that's what I'm saying. So
who went to college and won National College Player of the Year.
Come on, T.A. Speak on it.
He was not a hyped up Duke player. This kid's been hyped up since he was like 15 years old.
I'm saying when I say hyped up, I ain't saying hyped up like he's
Speak on
nice.
it,
He's
T.A.
nice. Let's give him his nice. He's
No,
nice.
we're not doing this.
We give him nice. But I'm just saying
Nice.
he ain't coming to no organization
Stop.
giving me that.
You don't see generational tools in them.
I ain't seeing KD. I ain't seeing no.
This is terrible.
I'm just not seeing all that.
Roser, this is our
I'm
first.
seeing Andre Karolinko.
What?
Let's go.
I'm seeing Andre Karolinko. That's what I'm seeing,
And
bro.
Karolinko can hoop.
No,
And he
but-
can hoop.
No, Karolinko's
That's
the
the type
guy
of
in
max that I see
Chicago. Mattis Buzelis, right?
Let's
like that's who they say
go.
is like Karolinko. Okay, this guy,
No, AK-47 was tough.
this Cooper Flagg, this is our first
Let's go, T.A.
#1 draft pick white American since
American.
1977.
Yeah, we finna do this.
Tia,
bro.
We haven't had a white man.
you would have watched film on Larry Bird and said the exact same thing
Yeah.
you said
No,
about
okay,
Cooper
no.
Flagg.
Sure would
Well,
have.
no,
He
no,
would
no,
have said
no,
he
no,
would
no,
have.
no,
Man, he
no,
sure
no,
would have.
no,
I don't
y'all-
see any real
I'm not gonna let y'all
Wait,
compare him to
hold
Larry
on now.
Bird.
Hold on. You
don't-
stop it.
Don't compare him to Larry Bird. Don't
Look,
compare
let me
him
tell
to
you
Larry
something.
Bird.
College basketball,
Right
college
now.
basketball is filled with 25-year-olds now, and the kid that reclassed was the best player in the country.
Don't compare him to Larry Bird, though.
He's playing against 25-year-olds now. That's what college basketball is. It's a bunch of friggin' 25-year-olds,
Yeah.
and this kid was the best one of all of them, and he should have been a senior in high school.
Don't compare him to Larry Bird, though. Let's not do that.
Then don't compare him to mids.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to compare him to blah
He's not a
guys and
mid.
say
Andre Karolinko's not mid.
going to be a superstar player, that means you think he's just going to be kind of blah.
Andre
Then we
Karolinko's
get
not-
to compare him to superstar.
Andre Karolinko's not mid, Roser.
Oh, stop. This guy is.
Andre Karolinko's like a one-time All-Star. He's like Karan Butler.
Yeah.
Andre Karolinko's
Yeah,
a
one
hoop.
time All-Star. Hey,
Two-time All-Star, maybe.
How dare you? How dare you?
What the hell?
Let's go.
He gonna be a one-time All-Star.
No, this is.
What about his game do you not see that?
No, you would feel the.
Like first thing first. And
His skin color.
He is a one-time All-Star.
I've been friends with Tony for 20 years. That's
Listen,
100%. He does
I'm
not
just trying to
respect
tell you,
white
bro.
basketball players.
That's what I'm trying
He
to
like
tell
Peyton
you.
Pritchard.
None of them.
He like Peyton Pritchard.
No, he doesn't. He thinks.
I like Peyton Pritchard.
I promise you this.
I like Peyton.
What are you? You're 41 now.
42.
TJ Nash.
42.
3, I mean.
43. Tony,
Do you know how old you are?
He doesn't know, bro.
I'm trying to get him to get to his point. Go
Tony
ahead, man.
truly believes in his heart right now that the 6th man of the year in the NBA right now, Peyton Pritchard, if you gave this guy truth serum, because Peyton Pritchard is a small white guy, Tony does not think he could get a bucket on him now. Like today.
Facts.
And he would never say that about any. That's ridiculous.
Facts.
Bro, I watched that guy that like drank himself out of the league get a bucket on you in the Big Three.
That's tough.
Peyton Pritchard would give you 50.
Yeah, I want to know what tool you. What do you not?
So
What do you
unfair.
see in
I
him
just
that you
see,
don't
like, first thing first, he's not a knockdown three-point shooter, Klay Thompson kind of shot. He don't have that type of shot.
Yeah.
I don't see the Zion Williams type like athleticism.
Oh my God.
And I don't see the.
He had a 36-inch vert.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
Keep going.
I don't see his handle being like a.
His handle does need work. I will give you that. His handle
Like
is
his
not.
handle is
is not.
his handle not given. It's
Okay.
not given. And I'm saying that to say like he got a lot of work to do. We probably will see the upside of this kid probably in his 4th year.
This guy's gonna be an all-star every year.
No.
Every year.
I don't see it.
every
And I'm not
year.
even hating. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, he's 19.
He's going to be like 18 years old.
Thank you,
so.
TA. I like you keeping it real,
I don't
man.
see it, bro.
Let you pop
Like,
it,
all right,
bro.
let's
Pop
just give
it.
an example. When KD came from Texas, right? He was like, damn, this motherfucker 6'10". He got handle. He's shooting that motherfucker. He going to the hole. He dunking that motherfucker. You like, but then you look at, you say, all right, what's his name?
But that isn't everything, though, because people said the same stuff about Michael Beasley.
And he was like that.
Michael Beasley was blah as hell in the NBA.
Yes, he was. He also had some off-the-court issues.
But he had a nothing NBA career.
Nothing. He's a dude.
He'll look crazy.
He, far as basketball game-wise, any night he'll give you a 30 ball.
No, he wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't.
Any night
No,
he'll give
he
it.
wouldn't.
If he was a focused Michael Beasley,
Just playing basketball.
A focused,
focused
a
Michael
lot
Beasley.
of players could have done a lot of
Yeah.
things,
see, that's what I'm
but we
saying.
got to go with
and
what
with
was.
this kid coming from Duke, you already know what he built from. He got great focus.
You're holding it against him that he went to Duke too.
Yeah, that too. I'm just not hyped on these Duke kids. Look at the last couple
Over
that came
on-
out.
Jayson
Okay.
Tatum.
Well, besides Jayson
Kyrie
Tatum.
Irving. What
Kyrie
about Kyrie
Irving.
Irving?
Those two.
What about Elton Brand?
I don't think he messed with Elton Brand, bro.
Elton Brand, cool.
Shane Battier.
He's solid.
That's his former teammate right there.
But I'm saying he getting picked to play as a
Brandon Ingram.
I fuck with
Zion
Brandon.
Williamson. Paulo Banchero. F out of here.
Yeah.
Out of here.
Okay, but no.
Out of here.
Yeah,
No.
Stand on it, bro.
Listen, bro.
Stand on it, bro.
Paulo Banchero.
All these guys you named have not came in and made
No, you're comparing
moves
him
in their organization. You ain't said nobody that moved the needle.
Paulo Banchero didn't move the needle.
They at home right now.
Oh my God.
Paulo's tough to you.
Yeah, home.
Get outta here.
I'm not saying he's not tough, but it's like, okay,
Paulo's tough.
we'll get another
And you
Paulo.
know Zion.
You just don't think Cooper
Zion's
is
only reason he hasn't fulfilled his destiny is injury.
You think Cooper is he can't come into a franchise today and change everything? As people giving him the hype.
What do you mean change everything?
What do we mean by change everything?
You called him Larry Bird, bro.
I did not call him Larry Bird.
No, we
I did
said
not
you
say
would have
he's
said
Larry
the same
Bird.
thing about Larry Bird.
Larry Bird was.
And you're thinking of Grayson Allen and J.J. Redick when you're talking about Duke guys. You're not talking about Brandon Ingram.
No.
You're not talking about Paolo Banchero.
Y'all
You're
missing
not
what I'm
talking
saying.
about
Listen,
Zion
bro.
Williamson.
I'm saying
You're not
that-
talking about Mark Williams. You're not talking about Derek Lively. You're not talking about Gary Trent Jr. You're not talking about R.J. Barrett. You're not talking about Marvin Bagley. You're talking about Luke Kennard.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
White Duke guys.
So his hype is
Right.
coming out of
Talk
Duke,
your talk,
right?
T.A.
His hype coming out of Duke, right, is he's going to be the guy.
Jared McCain was last year. He might be the best draft pick there was
He's going to
last
be
year.
the guy, right?
Who?
Jared McCain?
No,
Cooper Flagg.
Cooper Flagg. He's going to be the guy.
He will be a franchise player. Yes. Yes. Franchise player.
For who is the question?
I love it, TA.
I just don't see what we're going to clear him out. We're going to clear him out. He's going to ISO people. What he going to do? What he going to clear out?
Well, look, he's going to be 18 years old, so do I think like he's going to be an all-star like next season? No, but this guy's going to make more than 5 all-star games. Like, he will do that.
He's going to be J.J. Redick.
He said Andre Karolinko.
I'm giving him Andre Karolinko. That's a
Shane
great...
Battier.
Wait, hold on. I think y'all putting crap on Andre Karolinko name, bro.
I'm giving him Andre Karolinko.
That's not a
Karolinko
franchise
was
player.
awesome.
That's a good basketball
That's a
player.
cornerstone piece that you could put in
Come
your
on,
organization,
he wasn't
and
a
they're going to
corner-
still need a number
cornerstone.
one pick
Karolinko
down
was a
the line.
one-time all-star. He was
Look at
made
his
one.
numbers,
He
though,
made
bro.
first-team all-defense in 2006,
A one-time
second-team
all-star is not
all-defense in 2004, 2005.
They called him Andre Karolinko.
Yeah,
Ain't
he's a
nothing
really
wrong
good.
with that.
Really
Real
good
hoop was
defensive
no.
player.
Real hoop was
Karolinko
no.
was.
He was solid. in
16 points, 6 boards, 3 assists.
I could see that. I could see that.
You don't think he's generational?
His rookie year.
No, his career.
Give me a break.
You don't think he's generational? Like, you can say that about All-Stars, but like our boy, we think Mark is really, really good. Mark only made what, one or two All-Star games?
Huh?
Marc Gasol. He made what, 1 or 2 All-Star games? But he's like cold. We think
Well,
Mark is
you
cold.
got to figure where they drafted him at. He was 33. They wasn't. We wasn't. All right, this is gamble. Shake the dice on him.
He can hoop, bro. We
I'm
consider him a
talking
hooper.
right now. Close your eyes. Who you want? I want Cooper Flagg.
Wait, time out. Look at that comparison. Look at that second name. I need you to look at that second name.
Jalen Johnson, Kevin Durant. Boy, if y'all don't get that Kevin Durant name up out there, boy, if y'all don't knock it off, he ain't nowhere near Lord. He ain't nowhere near. Hey, listen.
Let's go.
Hey,
Kevin loves him.
Hey, he 10 miles and a half away from Big Lord. Listen,
Kevin loves Cooper Flagg.
He might love him, but he's nowhere near ticket.
He ain't ticket, bro.
Type in Kevin Garnett, Cooper Flagg, find out what pops up.
That's not gonna change his mind.
You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it.
I'm just gonna change his mind, dude.
You're not gonna like it.
All I'm saying is,
you're not gonna like it.
I'm not saying he not nice. He is nice. But his max out potential is Andre Karolinko.
That's ridiculous. That is the worst take that's ever been said.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I've said some worse stuff before.
Just downright racist.
I've been saying this a long time ago, too.
I know every white guy you say it about. I know.
You like T.J. McConnell?
I've been around
TJ
you
Nash?
for 20 years.
T.J. McConnell from Indiana?
Yeah, we think about him.
That's another little Chris Vernon. What's up with you, Chris?
How dare you?
All those short white dudes are Chris Vernon.
Always.
That's funny.
Always.
But no,
what about Tyler Hero? You like Tyler Hero?
I love Tyler Hero.
No, you don't.
I love Tyler Hero.
No, you don't.
I think because he played a little bit more spice than T.J. Nash does.
T.J.
What?
McConnell.
Hey, listen. Tyler Hero is the swaggiest white guy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got a little more sauce.
That's what I'm saying.
He got a little bit more sauce to him. But it's all right,
Can you imagine if you are Utah or Washington and you just went through that season and now you're like going to get Jeremiah Fears, the point guard in Oklahoma? It's like, oh my God.
You did all that.
It was not worth it.
You was putting random players on the court.
And the crazy thing is, we played Utah at the end of the year.
They got fined.
And they got fined.
They had to play their guys in our game because they got fined the day before.
And then when we played them there, we were going to lose.
They took
and then he pulled Colin Sexton out of the game.
He was playing too hard.
Oklahoma guy,
Jeremiah Fears.
He can hoop.
He tough.
I love his game.
He tough. I like him. That's Chris. Whoever get him, you didn't get the lottery ball.
He remind me of Cam Johnson a lot.
Man, that man remind me of some Dame Lillard.
Like just a bucket, bro. Just
I'm giving him Dame Lillard.
You think Dame?
Dame.
He remind me of like Cam Thomas.
Look at his highlights.
Oh, he get to it.
That boy gets to it.
He get to it. He can hoop.
I love it.
Even though he shot 27% from three in the college, but it's fine.
What do you think about the other white Duke kid, Con Knipple?
Oh, please.
You like him? He's supposed to go in the top 7.
His name is Knipple, T.A.
You like Con Knipple?
No, I haven't heard him.
You don't like him? Okay.
I haven't heard him.
Oh, surprise.
This is him right here, T.A. 6'7", 220.
Have you ever seen Cooper Flagg play basketball?
Yes, I have.
No, I don't think you have.
I don't think you have.
I really don't think you've ever watched him play.
I saw him in the championship game.
He didn't play in the championship game.
That was Houston and Florida.
The Houston game?
In the Final Four?
The Houston game? Oh, versus all the 35-year-olds.
I mean, that's what you're going to play against in the league.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm with it. I'm with you, bro.
I'm cool.
I think Cooper's going to be good, but
he just won National Player of the Year.
People want him to be good so bad. I understand. I feel you, bro. People want him to be good so they can latch on to him.
Kill him. Let's just make it all the way.
He won National Player of the Year. It's not like anybody's overhyping him.
Nice.
There's people that want him to be good for other reasons, though.
Look, when I say hype, I'm saying, okay, you going to number 1 pick. That's hype.
They don't deserve. Hey, they don't deserve it after trading Luka.
I think
I'm hating. They don't deserve it.
You got to put a Band-Aid over the sky, man. Come on, man.
That's ridiculous, though. You should have to suffer if you trade Luka Doncic.
But the NBA's like,
you don't get to do that.
Dallas
right?
Big
if we
markets.
trade John Morant, we shouldn't get to just get the next number 1 pick. That's not cool.
They got Paige Beckers.
Well, it depends on how it happens.
Huh?
Depends on how it happens, though. Like, you can't say like if we trade Ja, we shouldn't get the number 1 pick. Like, what if Ja asked out? Like, then it's a totally different thing.
But that was not the circumstance of which Luka Doncic
so
left.
the circumstance.
Their whole fan base loves Luka Doncic.
Yeah, they got Paige Beckers and Cooper Flagg.
They got both number 1 picks.
Yeah.
Both number 1 picks, yeah.
Both. Paige Becker's probably overrated too, according to you guys. I'm sure. Does it not apply to the white thing doesn't apply to girls or no?
I got a Cozy Plum jersey.
Does the white thing apply to girls or no?
I got a Haley Van Lith jersey. What are we talking about?
Here's Kevin. Hey, here's Kevin Garnett talking about Cooper Flagg.
Play against NBA players. Like, I've literally seen it. You've seen it. Everybody in this room saw it, right? So I'm not going off of that, but when I am gauging a player to see where he is as far as progression and if he's going to be able to, A, B, and C in our league, man, what I saw was a great test of what it's going to take to be able to be on this level. And I saw a little bit of it. Now, I ain't seen him against someone his age. I ain't seen him play against collegiate players and players that's, you know. So I'm looking forward to that. But when you are building a team, your best player has to have certain things here that hit. And I think when it comes to being a leader, I think with all the exposure he's gotten in high school, he's used to leading the team, he's used to the attention, he's used to walking to the gym and people knowing who he is. That superstardom, that follows you. You have to have that to be on the team. You have to, when you join the team, that's what you're locking into the links of the other greats around you and the other good players that's around you. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Yeah, he got superstar around him. I can see kids wanting to be like that and play like that. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Like when I see him move, like I'm like, okay, yeah. If he add on like you see the bones. He got that superstar potential that you can come in and put product behind him. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no badass, cold-ass white boy like that.
Yeah,
sounds a little different than a tape that his ceiling is Andre Karolinko.
You watched him in that Final Four game where he had 27 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals.
And you thought this is an average NBA player?
I thought he's a great guy to come, you know.
What were the numbers? 27 what?
He had in that game against Houston 27 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 3 of 4 from 3, perfect 8 of 8 from the free throw line.
Interesting.
And that he'd be a great corner guy to cut right off of the post of Anthony Davis.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
He needs to get it off the post entry, stand in the corner off the carry.
I can't wait for this to play out.
It's going to be amazing.
I can't wait.
This kid's going to get better and better and better
at its finest. But what Kevin Garnett wasn't taking in consideration while he was watching the summer league, scrimmage, is that half of the guys that he had come in that day, guys was just coming back from vacation. Guys was just spending time with their family. They're trying to gear up and get back in shape. So the level of competition that you having in that summer league.
What about in college?
It's like summer league.
What about college? Yeah. What was the competition like there?
I feel you. Well, he played on a good team.
Oh, he did? And he was by far the best player?
By far
the best player.
But what I'm trying to tell you is, in this NBA league, his attributes that he had on his game, he has to improve. He has to get a little better.
Did that look like somebody that couldn't take somebody off the dribble?
He has to get stronger. He has to get quicker. Those moves and the style of his game right now, it don't move.
You know
the
who's
needle,
you know who else is switched up? Hardcore.
Who?
Oh, not about.
He was with me at EYBL. You were with me.
He can hoop. I said I never said
he can hoop.
I never said he can't hoop.
I'm just saying, he's not about to come in and it be like a Dwayne Wade electrifying situation.
I know y'all want another Caleb Clark. That's why
Anthony,
I think it's funny.
Enlightenment to Denver, like LeBron James, excitement in Cleveland. Like, he ain't coming like that. He coming like, all right.
All right.
He's a rookie. He's a rookie. Let's bear with him.
Will he be the rookie of the year?
Nope.
Oh, God.
Let's go!
I got wherever Pearson go, wherever Jeremiah Pearson go.
Let me find out.
Pearson.
Let me find out.
He the one.
Do you know where he went to college?
Oklahoma.
Okay, all right. I just wanted I'm gonna find out you did an interview with him or something. That's why you keep saying his name.
No, I've been watching him. Okay. His game just so smooth.
He doesn't have a smooth NBA game.
He got like one of them. Man, you can put him in that high pick and roll. Man, that man gonna tap something for real. But you can just throw Cooper in the corner. He gonna knock down all. You know what you guys are good at, man. He gonna knock down corner three.
A lot of high fives.
Really, he's acting like he's Kyle Korver.
That's high fives, doing all the little things.
Come on, man.
Sneaky athletic.
Slap the floor for a big defensive possession.
Good job, guys. Let's go.
Come on, man.
Great work, guys. Here's a towel since I know you're sweating.
Let's go,
Here's a towel.
Let them know.
That's Brent Berry 2.0, man. Don't do that, man.
You're the worst.
Don't do that, man.
He was the best player in his class. Then he was the best player in his class, and then he classed up and was the best player in that class, and then he classed up and was the best player in that class.
He is nice. I'm not saying he's not nice.
Yeah, I think he's awesome.
You just called him Brent Berry.
And I hate Duke,
Hey,
and I think he's awesome.
That's a compliment.
F out of here.
Basketball IQ, TA?
F out of here.
You got a high basketball IQ?
Got a great. He came
F
from
out of
Duke.
here.
He came from Duke. This boy's smart as hell over there, Duke. Come on, man.
I don't
He said
know.
a good screen
do have
And
Brandon
cut.
Ingram.
He said a good screen and cut. That's his game.
Not all
Screen,
Duke
cut,
guys.
Yeah.
catching three. You know what I'm saying? Play some defense, get a loose ball, scream, fucking A.
Right now it says ESPN has put up their mock. Cooper Flagg, number 1. Let's see. Going down to Dylan Harper. And again, the Spurs.
Oh.
The Spurs have had the last 2 rookies of the year, for God's sakes. And now they get the 2nd pick in the draft.
If they want it.
3rd, they've got Ace Bailey from Rutgers. By the way, Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey, right? These are the 2 and 3. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 and 3 in this draft. Is that right?
I forgot about Dylan Harper.
Okay,
I saw he measured his.
Those guys were 2 and 3, or that's what they are on the mock draft. Yeah, and super fascinating that Cooper Flagg had 27 points, a step away from the national championship game, and Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper together as a group had a losing season.
I mean, that's
at Rutgers. So that was fascinating. VJ Edgecombe.
Are we going to compare college records right now?
Well, it was fascinating.
Are we going to compare college records right now?
I mean, it was fascinating.
I don't think college
it's fascinating that the best player.
College records don't matter.
I'm just saying. Losing
it don't matter that much.
They had a losing record.
On the same team don't make it to the.
They had the number 2 and 3rd draft pick.
They don't make it to.
Look at that.
They didn't make it to the conference tournament.
That's what I said. The IQ. Experience.
Okay. VJ Edgecombe from Baylor at 4.
He could hoop too.
So
athletic kid, right?
Yeah, all right, your guy Fears. They've got him going 5 to Utah.
Oh no!
Pray for that, brother.
Then 6,
Collier.
Trey Johnson from Texas going to Washington. There's their save the franchise.
Oh boy.
That's
7,
the kid from Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kaman Malouche, the big kid from Duke, going to the Pelicans. 8, Con Knipple from Duke to the Nets. 9, Colin Murray Boyles from South Carolina going to Toronto. And then 10, Kasparis Jakubowicz, the big point guard from Illinois, going to the Rockets. So there you go. That is what they've got, at least for the top 10 right now. And so, look, obviously the Grizzlies did not have a pick in last night's draft. I got a lot of these tweets, and it was like, oh, and then they lost in the play-in, and you wanted them to win the play-in and get to the playoffs, and if they would have lost in the playoffs, then they'd be picking number 1 because people are stupid.
Yeah, it goes by record.
It goes by your record.
It goes by your
so
record.
we would have still been drafting 14th. So if you want to hold the 14th pick against the Grizzlies forever, by all means, do that. The team that is stupid is actually the team.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. This is the one. This is the one that actually has to puke. The Bulls lost the coin flip to the Mavs for the 11th spot in the lottery.
Which would have gave them a chance to get the number 1 pick or something?
That's the 11th spot in the lottery moved to 1.
That's tough.
Automatically?
Wait, who did?
That's who won.
Bulls.
That's who won. Okay.
So it was a coin flip. The Bulls and the Mavs had a coin flip, and the Bulls lost the coin flip.
Oh, wow.
And so their pick is their pick. The Mavs pick moved up to number 1.
Damn.
What if you would have won that coin flip?
Yeah,
That's
you
tough.
lost a guy. That's tougher than.
The Bulls would have won it.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
Man, they'd have had Andre Nocioni 2.0.
He called him like Andre. Now you're getting worse with the players, by the way. You went from Andre Karolinko to Kyle Singler to Kyle Korver.
He's going to start calling him Joe Ingles eventually. He's going to get the Joe Ingles.
We're playing a game. No, we're playing a game. Here's a new game show.
I said Andre Nocioni.
No.
I didn't say Kyle Singler. You say Kyle Singler.
Is he going to start filming Instagram videos saying all kinds of crazy stuff?
Wisconsin TA.
Here's what we're doing.
Get out of here, bro. He tweaking.
Here's what we're doing.
Nocioni was a good one.
We're doing a new show today.
All right, come on.
New game show.
Come on.
Since you want to be, this is just slanderific.
No, it's not, bro. These are pros that have played in the league over 10 years.
No.
Ain't nobody I've said didn't have a longevity in their career.
Stop. That's not the show. This is the game show. The game show is Tony Allen has to compare Cooper Flagg to a black guy.
Okay, I get it.
Because you have literally named every white guy you can remember. Already, you've gone into foreign guys at this point.
Hold on.
And they have to be black. They can't be mixed.
All right, I'm gonna give them. Let me think. Who is game like?
Can't even do it.
Come on, T.A., I got you.
Oh, I got somebody for him.
Dude.
Al Farouk Abidou.
That's a perfect one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Are you kidding me?
That's a good one.
You can't be serious.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That is a good one.
Al Farouk.
What?
He had a 10-year career.
What?
He had a 10-year career.
He's so much better than Al Farouk Aminu. This is getting insulting. No, a black guy.
Al Farouk, he black?
No, you can't help him.
Oh, I mean, look, we on the same team.
Cooper Flagg, you have to comp him to a black guy.
I give him. Let's say. What he got to his game? Let's see. He could shoot a little bit.
Get to the midi a little bit.
Get to the midi.
Decent defender.
To be honest, Tony's never seen Cooper Flagg play ever.
I did. I saw him play. I saw him play a few times. That's what I said. Don't none get past Andre, but
this is like the hardest game show ever.
Yeah, it is. We're gonna be
compare
Travis Outlaw.
Let's go, T.A. Travis
Outlaw was nice too. He came out of high school. Big shout out to Travis Outlaw.
Travis Outlaw was blah as hell too.
Travis Outlaw career numbers.
Travis Outlaw.
Starksville, Mississippi, by the way. Travis Outlaw.
All right.
Wait, did he average 8 points for his career?
Yeah, you are correct about that. 8 points per game, 3 rebounds, 0 assists, 42% from the field.
Go ahead and say he reminds you a little bit of Jonathan Bender too.
Oh my God.
No, what about the Thornton kid? Went to
Al Thornton?
Marcus Thornton.
Not Marcus Thornton.
He's taller than Marcus Thornton.
Al Thornton got drafted by the Clippers. He went to the Clippers.
Oh my God.
Al Thornton, bro. I can't even
That his name went to Florida State, right?
Yeah, Al Thornton.
He did nothing.
Al Thornton.
Hey, T.A., he Quincy Pondexter.
Quincy Pondexter. No, shout out Q. Q, that's my dog. You my dog. But I don't even think.
This is the worst show we've ever done. It's not even close. This is the worst show. No, it's the worst show.
Compare him to a black guy, so I compared him to
Travis Outlaw!
Bro, I'm trying to give it to you, bro.
He said coupon.
Bro, at least say like, if you're gonna say like a play, like say like OG Anunoby or
Bro,
something.
he was athletic.
This guy's gonna be the #1 pick in the
He
draft.
called that man coupon.
My God.
Bro, listen,
All
I'm
right.
just saying.
Enough is
I'm
enough.
saying you got to
This
think
is-
though. Look,
this is
Chris,
embarrassing.
you got to think.
No.
I'm just looking at his game.
No, you're not looking at his
compare
game.
it to-
No, you're not.
So
You're gonna come back in here and you're gonna be like, I was wrong about Cooper Flagg. He
what
nice.
we gonna drop 3 of them?
That's what you're gonna
what
say.
we gonna drop 3 of them? We gonna put them off the pick and roll? Like what we gonna be athletic? Go get buckets?
He gonna be like,
he's a mega athlete.
Okay, cool. Karolinko was a mega athlete. That's not a bad comparison.
Come on. All right.
shout out
Enough
T.A.,
is
man.
enough.
Who you got tonight, T.A.? You got Pacers closing it out?
Pacers closing it out, man. I ain't gonna lie. What the hell? What the hell?
With the Halliburton. I hate
You know
that
what
song,
I'm
by
saying?
the way.
Hey, and then the way he moving through the playoffs, a lot of people this year thought he was mid. Then he just out of nowhere started getting good. Then they like start saying he overrated. I'm like, no, he nice. And then now
He is very up and down though.
Like it was like
he is very up and down. Didn't he have a 4-pointer in this? I mean, come on.
In the game where he skipped the press conference.
4 points.
He skipped the press conference.
it was like, yo, like, damn, what's to him? And then, but now I think with that last win, Donovan Mitchell,
No,
being out,
they're in a bad way. Cavs are in a bad way.
like it's over with. Like,
but what about the Nuggets?
the Nuggets, I thought
It's five tonight. To me,
is the game.
I think Oklahoma City has to win.
Had to win it.
Oklahoma City has to win it.
But you know what?
If Denver, look, Denver could get 6 at home, right? They could, and then force a 7. I do not think that if Oklahoma City loses tonight, I think if again, I think Oklahoma City has to win in order for them to win the series. I don't think they're going to win those last 2, 6 at Denver and 7 against Jokic, right? Like, I mean, I think you're playing with fire having to beat Jokic 2 times in a row, whereas Denver at least has the, they've got the wherewithal that if they would get 6 at home. But this is going to be a big one. This is very reminiscent to me of what happened in the Golden State-Houston series, which was back and forth, and then they got to Game 5, and that's the one where now they did end up losing 6, surprisingly, at home, did the Warriors. But 5, they really, you could tell, that was the one they treated like every possession matters, level of focus that was just not – it wasn't the same as the first couple of games.
But what I like about what Oklahoma City and Shai Gilgeous was doing is that he went into his inner Kobe, his inner Jordan. Defense surroundings, defense is ready for whatever you got coming, and still managed to
slink through
and get buckets.
Yeah,
like I'm going to what I practiced this whole summer. I'm going to trust in my work, and I will not be denied. And I just think he unlocked something, man. And
Jokic being 7 for 21, though, that's not.
That don't help you at all.
But that's not going to last.
Been bad.
But that's not going to last.
It's not going to last. But what Shai did as a true leader, he capitalized on those misses. Down the stretch, if you watch that game,
that game was a mess.
I just thought he just went in his mode, his bag, like bagging them down. It's for some strange reason, bro. I just thought he looked at real Jordan and Kobe like to me.
Don't you do this to you?
What?
For real, you ain't see them last couple buckets?
I'm not for
SGA?
Let you
He missed like 3 straight threes trying to ice that game.
But he didn't
he
give up, though.
He crawled to the finish line.
He didn't give up.
He crawled to the finish line.
You know who he kind of reminded me of was Travis Outlaw.
Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world you gonna put that Cooper Flagg on him.
I thought very Tony Roten. Very Tony Roten.
Ain't no way.
T-Roten.
Ain't no way. Shai Gilgeous?
Yeah, he been crawling to the
Hey,
finish line.
you've been looking at your son's shorts too much.
Yeah. He bought another pair too. That's crazy.
Gross. Why are you letting this kid?
Why do you let this happen?
Become the biggest SGA
Don't let
fan
him
on
get the
earth.
shoe. Don't let him get the when the.
Why are you letting this happen?
The freaky Iversons come out. Don't let him get them. Bro.
Why are you letting this happen?
No Converse.
I don't know, man.
Yes, you do know. Why?
We stay strong. You see my son. Look, see what he put on my screensaver the other day. We stay strong in the house. We keep it even bounded.
And has he ditched the Dominican thing?
I don't know, man.
That's a good background.
Let it be JJ Barea, bro.
JJ Barea, big shot. That's a champion too. He a whole champion out here.
He did clamp up Bron in the finals. Shout out
Hey,
JJ Barea.
by the way, speaking of JJ Barea, we may have gotten our own.
Oh gosh.
Oh Lord.
What?
JJ,
bro,
what
I'm about
the
to
little?
walk away, bro.
We doing this?
If you finna do this, I'm finna get up and walk out, bro.
Well, look who we signed this morning.
I'm finna get up and walk out, bro.
Who is
EuroLeague MVP JJ Short.
TJ Short.
TJ Short.
He averaged 18 and 7.
TA,
He's 5'9",
we're
Tony.
the same height, TA.
EuroLeague MVP.
We are the same height.
Ooh,
TA, would you take him or Cooper
Here
Flagg?
you go. That's what I was just about to ask. Who is him?
Oh.
You want him or Cooper Flagg?
Oh my. Oh.
What the?
What the hell is that?
Yo.
Well, you've heard of the Twin Towers, right?
We signed up to what? The Summer League roster?
Him and Yuki.
Summer League.
Him and Yuki. No, he's not. I don't think he is Summer League. By the way,
together,
he
bro.
wears 0 because nobody belves in him.
Or nobody can. Or
dude,
zero
that is
times, or 0
100%
times I
why
touched
he-
the rim.
I know. It says it on the Wikipedia.
Oh, it
He wears it
does?
because I've touched the rim 0 times. That's why he wears it.
No. It really says it. The net.
That's crazy.
Hey.
These are the highlights we're getting, bro.
No, teams are not going to be ready for him and Yuki.
Come on, like
This was our new coach's best player over in Europe.
TA in a league where guards are 6'7", guards are getting bigger and larger and taller.
No, you don't understand. We're running between their legs.
Yeah.
That's the new strategy. Yeah, it's the new money
You know
ball.
what? I like it, actually.
It's the new money ball.
It is.
It's the new money.
Globetrotters,
While the
bro.
league is getting bigger, we're going the complete opposite.
Where he
way.
from, though?
Huh? Hell. No. He played at UC Davis.
Yeah. That's Hasseltine. Yeah.
It is.
Hasseltine School.
2-year Hasseltine.
Where is that?
in a league where
what was that?
In a league where everybody's going this way, we decide, hey, where's a 5'9" guy from Paris?
We signed him.
Man, you know that's a buddy.
Look, if he's summer league or two-way, that's fine. But
if he gets on our roster, I might actually jump off something.
I will say, even for the two-way,
Why?
Even if he is two-way, it's like, dude, why are we using a two-way on a small guy?
Bro?
What? He's a black guy.
Why are we signing 5'9" people, bro? You might as well put me on the team.
He's 2 inches taller than Yuki.
All right, would you rather have a 5'9" black guy or a 6'10" white guy?
Depends on what the 6'10" white guy can be. If he's Rick Smits, I'll take him.
All right, him or J Huff, last roster spot.
If he's
him or J Huff, last roster spot. Him or J Huff, last roster spot.
Rick Smits.
Him or John Conchar.
He's not 6'10".
No, okay, fine.
John Conchar.
Him or J Huff.
J Huff.
Okay.
You don't want to test me, bro.
Okay,
I just want tall people.
Yeah, okay, so ESPN, ESPN and
their
their mock draft.
I just want tall people. I don't care where they're from.
TA, what are we going to do with 5'9" people?
I don't know.
Dev.
Hey, 5'9" is wild.
Okay, ESPN.
I'm 5'9".
ESPN has us taking
that was his best player
in the NBA draft in the second round with our first. We have 2 second-round picks, by the way. With the first one, they have us taking Dev. Would you rather have TJ Shorts or they have us taking this guy?
Here, let me guess. Oompa Loompa from Barcelona.
No, we're not taking the Oompa Loompa. This guy's tall.
Hey, shout out to you, man.
Rocco Zakarski. From Queensland, Australia. 7'3", 227.
Oh, so we're just going to go, okay. So we're going to do Jack and the Giant Beanstalk.
Yeah. we're gonna, no, it might be a bunch of Oompa Loompas running around with Zach Edey.
No, every year that's what we're going to have. So we had the Yuki and Edey pitcher, and so now we'll just draft this guy, and then we'll draft another giant.
We're going to run the play, run through Zach Edey's legs.
Man, Zach, I believe in you.
I believe in you too, bro.
TJ Short. TJ Short. He was the EuroLeague MVP. Yeah, you know who else was EuroLeague MVP? Marc Gasol.
Bro, Marc Gasol is 6'10", Vernon.
Huh?
Yeah, Marc Gasol's like 7 feet tall.
Bro, the fire go off when he dunked that?
Oh, is this Rocco?
Can we do this in our games?
Is that Rocco?
Wait, rewind that, bro.
This Rocco with the mullet?
Rewind this, bro.
Huh? He's got a mullet, bro.
Can we put that in our...
Last night, we let the liquor talk.
That was I want fire to go off.
That was...
How tall is he?
Meet him at the rim.
How tall is he?
6'10".
7'3".
Okay, that's a tall person.
7'3".
Can he run?
Is that Kendrick Davis?
They got pink-ass jerseys.
Okay, Okay, I don't
he a defender. He for defense.
TA.
Yeah, we need some of that. Nobody can guard on our team except for Jaron.
TA.
Wow.
TA.
All right.
I am so...
I can't believe
signed
you...
a 5'9" guy.
I can't believe you guys...
Hey.
Hey. The funniest part is going to be when Isolo starts him over Ja.
Dude.
So lame.
TA, bro. I think we're at a time where we need guys that we've seen play NBA games and NBA jerseys on NBA soil.
This guy's 27. He's a very This is one of the most accomplished European basketball players ever. He is.
I'm so mad.
TJ or the tall guy?
They're gonna trade Scotty. He's gonna be.
I don't know who that tall guy is. The little guy, 5'9" guy.
We gonna see.
He won EuroLeague MVP. TA. Don't put smut on his name till you see him.
I'm not putting smut.
Is he playing in the summer league?
Probably.
I don't think so.
He coming to training camp?
It sounded like he turned down 6-figure deals to stay in Europe, and we're signing him.
To what roster spot?
To a roster spot because he was Isolo's guy there.
Yeah,
and I think they probably want to have the coach be even more right, like have somebody that's played for him before. And I don't.
Wait, so it's been brought to our attention that it wasn't just Yuki. It was Jacob Gilliard the year before.
Oh, yeah.
So we just get little dudes, the smallest guy, whoever the smallest prospect is, we're just going to take him.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear.
Wait till Earl Boykins Jr. is draftable.
We're a true equal opportunity employer.
We're about to sign Bugsy Bogues.
Bugsy Bogues is crazy.
Bud Webb.
Bud Webb. That's our starting five. Bud Webb, Bugsy Bogues, John Moran,
You're
Jaron
just
Jackson.
of the opinion you would rather have guys taller than us because we're not a extremely tall sports talk show, and yet NBA players routinely being shorter than us is becoming a trend here.
I think
it is 3 years in a row.
I just want guys.
We are going to be taller than the players on our team.
I just want guys to play NBA minutes and NBA jerseys on NBA soil, on NBA television. That's all a brother asked for, bro. That's all a brother want, bro.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying, TA? I just want some vets in my life. I'm watching these playoff
sure.
games.
You need some
I'm
vets.
watching
You
these
need
playoff
veterans.
games, bro. I'm like, bro, they got players that have been there in the trenches.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
What
And getting
studs.
scars every year.
Hey.
Mike Conley, you wearing the hat.
Hey, what are teams going to think, though, when we throw out TJ Short and Yuki? They're going to be like, I don't know what to do.
Drop 1 and 2.
Drop 1 and 2 is crazy.
Post 1, post 2.
No, one of them's going to jump on the other shoulder and shoot. And be like,
Any update on Tatum?
We're gonna dress them, you know, like you got people on stilts or whatever. Like
you're gonna be on each other's shoulders.
It's our way of getting 6 men on the court. Put one on the shoulders and like put a giant jersey over both of them.
It's so wild. Like all these conversations about Giannis. We didn't even talk about Giannis yet.
We still
These
talking
Giannis
about
conversations, these Booker conversations, all these conversations. We're like, just wait till you see TJ.
We got a 5'9"
TJ Small,
short, smalls.
All these like
short.
All these.
His name is actually Short.
All these talks about all these
Short
stars switching teams and all this commotion about movement.
We signed the EuroLeague MVP.
Speaking of KD, do KD, is he going to
getting
drop
out
that
of there.
option?
He getting out of there.
So that means he got to drop the option. To resign somewhere?
He might have to. He's trying to get out of there. He trying to get out of there.
Giannis going to leave then?
Gonna be a big summer ahead.
Big summer. Can I ask him about the draft combine?
Go on.
Did you measure with no shoes?
Yep.
What are you with no shoes?
I was 6'4" and something, and then I was 6'5.5" with my shoes on.
Because I saw Ace, like the kid from Rutgers.
Actually, I was 6'3" in some quarters. I was right next to 6'4".
In some core. You were walking around cores? They
No,
said he was 6'10", and he measured he was 6'6", 6'7".
What?
Yeah.
No.
They said that on the Rutgers website they put 6'10", but he measured yesterday. He was 6'7".
In shoes?
I think it was.
No way.
Look at
I don't believe
It
that.
was without shoes.
Who is this? Ace Bailey?
This is the Ace Bailey kid.
Really?
Yeah. let me
That's a
see it.
huge difference.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. That's why I wanted to ask him about, like, yo, had you ever seen a difference where it was that crazy? Yeah. It said 6'7" and a half. And he was listed.
And
on
they
the-
listed him at 6'10". Unbelievable.
That's three. Come on, bro. That
ain't stopping him from going lottery.
Oh no, he gonna hoop. But that's still a wild. Come on, there's a story right there.
He never looked 6'10" to me, though. I ain't gonna lie. Even when I used to watch his high school highlights, I'm like, yo, this dude ain't no damn 16.
Yeah, he's just a little above, yeah.
I thought that was a wild story.
6'7" and a half barefoot.
They put 3
Dan
extra.
is 6'8".
He's got some long ass arms. You know, I heard
Highly talented as well. Too.
You know, I heard a dude from the.
Oh, he still has a 7-foot wingspan and an 8'11" standing.
So his
reach.
arms are still long as a mug.
You're right.
Okay.
I mean, that's long, bro.
Did
8'11" standing reach.
Did you hear? Was it J. Kyle Mann on Zach Lowe's podcast talking about a lot of these prospects recently? Did it not strike you that so many of these guys that are at the top of the draft he was talking about for the most part, he always had the caveat of, but he can't dribble yet. Like, there are a lot of dudes who can't dribble.
Why can't
these dudes dribble?
Cool.
How dare you?
We got to work on his handle.
It sounds like everybody they got to work on their handle.
A lot of people can't dribble nowadays, bro. A lot of these new players.
TJ
can't
Short
dribble.
can.
I'm gonna pour this water on.
We have two. Do we have two dribblers now? We have two
Hey, I ain't gonna lie,
dribblers.
the TJ guy got to be quick as hell, or he just some type of microwave.
Did you see that first bucket, bro?
He threw
There
the
was no
ball all the way in the
separation.
air.
I mean, when you
Play
pull
that
up,
first highlight
when
again,
you pull
Jalen.
when you pull up his mixtape and that's the first thing that plays, I gotta say I wasn't.
No separation or nothing, bro.
That wasn't exciting.
Like,
That was definitely one of those. All right, this is what we got.
Keel Carr, where you at? You want to get? Look at this. Look at this. No separation. The small, big man.
Is this
on you.
the only shot?
Come on, bro.
Is this the only highlight of this guy? That is terrible.
Oh, it was 2 seconds left. That's why he shot like
It's
that.
Isaiah,
shot clock?
it's Isaiah Thomas, bro.
That is Isaiah Thomas.
Keel Carr. We got a Keel Carr.
You know,
on
if
our
he's
team.
Isaiah Thomas, that's
We got a
cool.
Keel Carr, bro. Free the Crime Stopper. Let's go and kill.
If we got Isaiah Thomas, that's cool. I mean, we still can't guard anybody, but you know what? Let's just commit to the bit and try to score 140.
And bite the ankles.
Yeah.
TA.
Can we afford Giannis?
TA, you've been super offensive to me today.
I love you, TA.
TA, you've been great today, TA. You did a good job today.
Appreciate
But you have offended us.
Hey, man, it's just
TA,
basketball.
you stood on business,
But
bro.
that's okay.
You stood on
basketball.
business today.
I'm actually not offended.
You stood on business.
I don't really get offended.
I'm super offended. All right. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, back into this. Chris Vernon Show.
Other thing that came out this week that we were talking about innovation and Nike and all that. They dropped these $900 hyper boots that
900.
I mean, they're a recovery shoe apparently that you wear after sports, whatever.
Who's buying it? Because all the athletes that we see, they're gonna get seated this. So who's gonna actually pay $900 for this?
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
We talked a little bit about Jalen Wells. Jalen Wells, man, he finished third in the balloting for NBA Rookie of the Year. He's going to be back. He's going to play in Summer League, and maybe he'll shoot some left-handed jumpers out there. Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
This week, we're going to run down the hits and the misses from WrestleMania 41.
The main event, NXT title on the line, Obafemi versus Trick Williams versus Javon Evans. One of the greatest triple threat matches I've ever seen in my life.
I'm shocked.
And it made history because it's the first time there's 3 black men highlighting the NXT pay-per-view.
Okay.
That was dope too.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Bane tries.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Close. He hits and the Grizzlies have the lead.
Yeah!
Jaren with a knockaway.
Good defense.
Durant attacking, spinning, hanging, and hitting.
Let's go, let's go.
We're going to do our pick six favorite Outkast songs in honor of Outkast being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Elevators is the most creative.
Me and you.
Yes. Your mama and your cousin too.
Every time I hear somebody say me and you, I
just go to the next one, right?
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
How about Mr. Irrelevant coming from the Memphis Tigers? Yeah, how about that? New England Patriots
Second
took
time.
Memphis defensive back Kobe Minor with the 257th overall pick.
If you're the player getting drafted at that spot, it's almost better to go undrafted and pick a place as an undrafted free agent to sign with where you have a better chance.
But you get a lot of stuff. You get a parade. I think you go to Disneyland, I believe.
Mr. Irrelevant goes to Disney?
I think so.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Yesterday was the talk of the town. It was a cow on the side of the road.
Do you live close to a movie theater? I'm just curious because maybe the cow was trying to go to the movies.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With special guests 3 doors down. And Mammoth WVH. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Creed returns, the Summer of '99 tour.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris
On one morning
Vernon.
bright and clear, my old folks and I drew near, just a village down in sunny Tennessee. I'd been speeding on that train that would bring me back again.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. Highly offensive Tony Allen segment today.
I don't agree. TS stood on business. I appreciate
From our pre-show chat, the way we were talking, I knew this was going to be a good one today.
No, and look, you saw the way Devin positioned himself, Roser, right?
Yeah. So it's my brother.
No. So it's that I said Cooper Flagg can hoop. Yeah. But then if Cooper Flagg becomes not good, then he can say, we told you when he was in here, right?
Exactly.
See, so both sides of the fence here.
No. I'm riding with my brother, bro. I'm not going to be.
Is Cooper Flagg going to be an all-star in the NBA?
If he is one or twice, that's cool.
No. Is he going to be an all-star in the NBA?
Possibly,
I'll set it at 5. Do you think he makes
5
5 or more?
All-star?
No, that's too far. I think you can't say that off the dribble, bro. That he's going to be a 5-time all-star.
Do you think Paolo Banchero will be a 5-time all-star?
Yes, Paulo is like Braun and Carmelo mixed together, low-key, watching them play against NBA players.
Okay.
I've seen him do it against NBA. I've seen him, like, visibly, Paulo. Like, he can hoop.
Cooper Flagg was a better college player than Paolo.
Zach Edey won National Player of the Year.
You love Zach Edey.
I'm just saying, I didn't say Zach Edey was going to be
Zach Edey.
I didn't say Zach Edey is a generational center. He's going to be a screen and roll big.
He was also 35 years old.
I'm just saying, bro.
I mean, Cooper Flagg was 17.
You used a National Player of the Year. So was Zach Edey.
What?
I
said he was a better college player than Paolo.
You said he was a national.
They were both freshmen.
I'm not using colleges, whatever, bro. So many guys, like, their games don't translate. Like, I want to see Cooper do it against NBA players. You say a 5-time All-Star? I don't think so. He's going to be an All-Star maybe once or twice, maybe. Cool. He can hoop, though. Okay. I said, he can hoop. Shout out Cooper Flagg. No, we ain't gonna let y'all do this.
You don't want to see us shine.
I've seen the Caitlin Clark situation. That's how that went.
What happened?
Got real spooky. Just imagine on the NBA front. I like Caitlin Clark too, though. I mess with her.
Paige Beckers, you like her?
I like her too. I just bought my girl Haley Van Lith jersey on the way right now. So I ain't got no.
Haley Van Lith.
Yeah, come on now.
Jalen Suggs' girlfriend? Are they still together?
They're still together.
They are.
With the cul-de-sac haircut. Yeah.
He aged really fast.
What?
He aged very fast. It was just a couple of years ago, he was standing on the scorer's table with the Gonzaga game winner.
Yeah, now he's gone.
All right, tonight we have Indiana and Cleveland as early game. So everybody has buried Cleveland.
Yeah.
And probably for good reason.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm kind of surprised. No, they're heavy favorites tonight.
Did
you see that coming?
Is it in Cleveland?
Is. And that means Mitchell and all them are playing.
Home run effort, bro.
Just to keep their season alive.
And I can see Indiana doing try to close it out in 6 at home.
It's 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen, from watching this series, does that not surprise you that their game, this game would be?
Not really. Not tonight.
Denver is 10.5.
Now that's surprising me. That's crazy. Now that number surprises
10.5 in a game that's a must-win for both?
Yeah, it's a what do you call it, Roser?
Pivotal game 5.
Pivotal game 5. Must win for both teams. That 10
They're going to get beat by double digits?
That 10 number is a little aggressive. That number's a little aggressive.
I mean, maybe the expectation is like that the Nuggets are just worn out.
They've got way more.
Right?
Oklahoma City's got way more ways to win that game. They do.
They do. They showed the last game. Like, you had bad J-Dub game. You had bad
Denver's
SGA.
got 5.5 players because Porter Jr.'s can't do anything. I mean,
so do the Knicks.
The Knicks have 7 players.
They don't play 7. How many guys?
They play 7
guys.
Okay,
Deuce McBride plays 12 minutes.
He played 18 minutes.
Okay, 18 last night. What's he averaging in the series? Come on.
Give me a second. Hold on. I'll find out.
What is Deuce McBride?
Are either of those two guys averaging 15 minutes? Maybe Robinson.
Deuce played 20 minutes last night.
Maybe Robinson.
They don't have Deuce's minutes on here. 20 minutes.
He's averaging 19 minutes a game in this game.
Yeah. They cut him off at 20 minutes every game. They tell him either you hot or you not. You go sit down.
They actually, at the beginning of the fourth quarter, the Deuce McBride, Mitchell Robinson, that was a big help to them.
Yeah.
Big help to them. Yeah. And I hate watching the Celtics play. I know you love your Celtics, but
no, it's over for that.
They don't pass.
Bro. That changes.
I'm like, bro, will you guys pass the ball twice ever?
That changes.
Chuck and pray,
like
bro.
that.
They really
changes.
Chuck and pray basketball.
If it is what we all think it is, which is an Achilles.
Okay, how are we this far into the next day without knowing? I don't remember anything like this. They're not waiting on an MRI.
They're trying to play gamesmanship.
Right? Doesn't it feel like that? They're not waiting on an MRI.
Yeah.
Shams Charania, as I said, is usually in the operating room.
Nah, for real.
That's what it feels like.
And the way he was crying and like rolled off the court, it looks like it was pretty bad.
It looked to. I guess the crazy thing would be if it's not.
Yeah.
The best news ever would be that it's not.
Yes.
And that it is. Maybe it's something that keeps him out these playoffs.
Yeah.
But it's not something that keeps you out a year.
I don't want
keeps him out all
next
next season,
bro. I
too.
don't want Jayson Tatum to miss a whole year.
Because their whole franchise. Look, everything about what was going to happen in the NBA was altered last night. Now the Giannis thing is on the table. Like, it is possible when you look at the top three, you could absolutely foresee a circumstance where any of those top three traded for Giannis.
For sure.
And used the pick to do it.
And I can still see it.
As part of it, right?
I can still see it happening, low-key.
You could see
1, 2, and
Dallas,
Philly's third,
Dallas,
right?
San Antonio.
Yeah.
Philly tougher than the other two, but like Dallas.
But you could see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I would bet anything that Giannis is in our division next year if I could. One of the three teams.
And that's the hard
San Antonio, Houston, or Dallas.
For sure.
And that's the hard part because now, as I said, there's going to be if Giannis comes to the West, the imbalance of this is going to be just insane.
Low key, the one to watch too.
Low key,
watch this.
You guys hanging around me, bro.
I'll take low key
for too long, bro. You've never said that word before.
Low key.
People try to get on me, bro. But this man just called
it out.
Low key,
the one to watch. He put his finger up there.
Go ahead, get it off.
Oklahoma City. They got the pieces to get Giannis. They've got the stuff to do it.
Would you give up Chet and Jalen though?
I'd give up SGA for Giannis.
Bro, I'll give up my firstborn
They won't,
kid.
but I would.
I'll give up my firstborn kid.
Yeah.
For Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I just think it's fascinating because you've got the way the top three picks fell. Usually, what would happen, like you could absolutely have a meeting, a very serious. I think all of those three teams could have the meeting of, bro, we don't need the guy that's going to be at the peak of his powers in 8 years.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's not what we, and then that's what we know.
Yeah.
Usually you're 26, 27 before you win big, right? Great to have him. Awesome. He's probably going to be amazing in the NBA. But even the best of the best. Michael Jordan didn't win before he's 27. Okay? Yeah. Steph Curry didn't win before he's 27. LeBron James didn't win before he's 27. Shaq didn't win before he's 27.
Yeah.
I've done it 100,000 times, I've told you, right? So at best, that's 8 years away. If I'm Dallas, I'm San Antonio, or San Antonio would be the most, but again, they've got the 2 pick. They don't have the, right? So they would be probably most likely to just hold on to their pick and build it with Castle and Wemby and whoever they take.
Fox.
Right?
But
obviously, but in the cases of Dallas and Philadelphia, you could foresee a circumstance where they say, and if you are Milwaukee, you're sitting there going, geez, man, we might be able to get the number 1 pick or the number 3 pick in the draft in order to, right? Because now we've got the centerpiece for our next version of whatever our franchise is going to be, right?
The Spurs one scares me because they do have they have the 2 pick too, but they also have all those NBA players.
The Sohans and the Vassals and the Vassels and
the those they have so many I players.
Yep.
That I could envision you put the 2 pick with those NBA players and like you said, you can reload that way. Like get all right players and just figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, essentially,
that scares me so much.
If you're Dallas,
well, and obviously, look, Castle is one of those guys that if you're Milwaukee, you're like, nope, we want the reigning rookie of the year,
exactly,
right?
Yeah. Take it or leave
We're not doing this. We want we want him
to build around it,
right? To go along with it. And so it just because of the way the lottery, because of somebody like Washington, somebody like Utah, like those teams aren't, they're not using their pick as an asset. There's no chance they're using their pick as an asset. Yeah. They're using their pick to draft the next centerpiece of their franchise, theoretically, if they would have gotten a top 3 pick. These teams might actually use the asset that is the pick.
Yep.
Because of their timelines right now, right? Like, I mean, Nico Harrison's already told you, bro, we might not be here in 3 or 4 years. Yeah. And in San Antonio's case, like you just added De'Aaron Fox, and you think Wemby's ready to win. It's like, bro, we had one more. We could be competing next year.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Wemby's
saying.
already like Wemby's timeline is much more like the Duncan timeline, right? Which is this guy could be one of the best players on the team, like
right now.
Even now.
Yeah,
and that's like truly generational.
The Spurs got 14 too. You can put 2 and 14.
Yeah.
Dang.
2 and 14.
If Vassell and them, that's the one like those 3. I'm like,
if I'm Milwaukee,
bro, they got so many assets.
And then they'd come with Fox, Giannis, and Wemby.
Come on, bro.
See, that's the thing. If I'm Milwaukee, dude,
if I'm
who is scoring?
So that's.
That's
so the other thing too is if he goes to Dallas and they have him and Anthony Davis, who the hell's scoring?
In front of the
rim.
Yeah.
But with San Antonio, dude, if you're Milwaukee and you're like, I know,
because
you
Giannis
said you
does
could have
all
Fox,
of the rebounding,
dude. If you're Milwaukee, you want Fox and Castle. You've got to get both. You've got to get both of those guys.
No, you ain't getting both. You ain't getting both.
I want Fox, Castle, and 2.
You ain't getting
no way.
You ain't getting both of them.
Zero chance.
You ain't getting both of them. You'll get one, but you ain't getting both.
You probably get Castle 2, 14, Vassell, something.
Keldon, throw in some else.
Harrison Barnes to match up the salaries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Both of them joins is a little.
And you want their future.
So Dallas.
You want their future.
Dallas, you can do Washington. P.J. Washington's expiring. Gafford's expiring. Klay Thompson will have 2 on his deal. And Cooper Flagg's salary, his year 1 salary, that pretty much gets you there to Giannis's number, his year 1 salary, and then you'd have to throw in all the other picks.
How about them? Hey, Dallas.
And that gets you too.
It's just crazy the way it happened last night with the 3 picks being like actually teams that could feasibly use it as assets. Now, in the end, you're probably just going to keep the guys, right? That's the way this usually. I mean,
unless you end up with
it's been a long time since we've seen what was it? Maybe Wiggins.
It was Wiggins, yeah.
And that was the Kevin Love deal. Yeah. And Kevin Love was at peak of power.
That's
then.
because LeBron James went back to Cleveland.
Right.
It was ready to
That's
win.
Right.
That's right. Ready to win right now.
Right.
Hey, tell Dallas, bro. Look, Dallas. If y'all don't want one of them centers, we'll take one of them Jones.
That's why we needed that to break, where it was like friggin' Washington, Charlotte, Utah. Seriously.
So I can send them over there.
And let those teams be 8 years away from, 5 years away from winning, whatever.
We can watch Cooper once or twice a year.
Everybody that got a top pick, they can be awesome next year.
Yep.
And, of course, Philly gets the number 3 pick. Like, why couldn't they at least... Dude, if you're going to move up into the top 4, get the 1.
Yeah.
So that he's at least in the...
I don't know if Philly's a quick fix, though.
What?
Because I think Embiid's done. Like, I think he's probably done.
Maybe.
But Maxey and McCain together is like...
Look, I'm not putting anything past anything. I just watched Kawhi Leonard be awesome.
Right.
He was done, too.
Right.
Done.
You think PG got some more in the tank?
Who?
Oh, you talking about...
I'm talking about Embiid.
Embiid, yeah.
Ooh, he scares me.
No, I don't like
Embiid
it, but again...
me. Paul George can play. Paul George can play.
But you think about all these other guys last night, and like, because of the way it shook out, too, it's like, okay... If they would have gotten Cooper Flagg, does that make it more or less likely that they would stick around with like Zion in New Orleans?
That was so weird he was
I don't know. Right?
That was so weird he was
But I'm just saying, I don't know. Like, is it more or less likely? Because they didn't get a high draft pick out of this deal. Right? I mean, that was a miserable season.
Yeah. Why do you get Zion up there, bro, on the team?
Yeah, because the first thing was
where are we on the chain over the polo?
He wore it right.
Are you?
He wore it right. He wore it right.
Are you a fan of the chain over the polo shirt buttoned up?
You finna see this ice. So I'm about to put my polo on. I'm gonna put the chain. Yeah. If he would have worn it different, he would have had to have the polo open. But no.
You are a fan of that.
Yeah. The polo.
Okay.
The chain over the polo.
Yeah.
How else would he put the chain on? Okay. If I'm gonna wear this ice, you're gonna see this ice.
Over the polo shirt.
If I tuck it, you can't see it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, can't you just wear a shirt that's open?
No, I want my team polo. I'm a team guy. He also was the only one wearing a team polo on the stand yesterday. It's like they told him he was doing it yesterday.
Corporate Zion.
Like Zion.
Corporate Zion.
Like, bro, we need you to fly here for
corporate Zion.
We have no one else to do this, Zion. Can you please show up?
Corporate Zion.
Yeah, he looks skinny too, man. Does the Celtics thing? We talked about Jayson Tatum.
Well, they may break that whole thing up.
That's what I was going to ask
They
you.
were
It's
already
like, is
gonna
this the
make
end of an
deals.
era? Because I read a
It
story.
for sure is. They spend $5 billion on it.
And the only way you keep it together is if you win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the story about them going into the apron. It's going to destroy,
Every apron.
destroy their team.
They're
apron.
in like the apron that's on Mars. They're
Yeah,
in
like
that
I saw like their
one.
contract. And they were like, "Yo, this might be their last run." Like,
Yeah.
Tatum getting hurt might be the end of an era.
Yeah.
Can we make a run at Jalen?
With Jalen Brown,
We don't have the contracts for it.
we don't. Rezer, come on, contract.
You'd
man.
have to trade Dez and Jaren. Like, that's how you get there. Dang it. Jalen Brown makes like $60 million a year.
Yeah, he is $300 million man.
Yeah, you're right.
Peyton Pritchard, come on down. We like the ankle biter.
Unless we're going to sign Santi Aldama for like $20 million a year.
We'll end up with Luke Cornett just to mess with you.
We could do like Dez, Brandon, and Santi.
We're gonna have Zach Edey. We're gonna have Zach Edey, Luke Cornett, and Jay Huff, and Yuki, TJ Short, and who can we draft that's like
Let me see. Diminutive.
diminutive? No, we need a diminutive guy.
Let me see.
We need somebody really little, and we're just gonna be little guys and big guys.
We're changing the game over here, buddy.
Kai Ziegler from Tennessee.
From Tennessee?
Yeah,
bro. A regional pick. Look, we're doing a regional
TJ
pick.
Short, Yuki, and Ziegler, Edie Huff, and Luke Cornett.
Yeah, Team Tennessee, baby.
Oh my God, what a team picture!
And John,
Just three guys that come crotch height on the other three.
Oh my gosh.
They said
Hey,
Jalen was going to play center.
One of my buddies said said, would you trade for injured Tatum? Because injured Tatum might be the best small forward on our roster.
Oh,
I was like,
God.
damn, man. That's tough. It's like, come on.
One Achilles Tatum.
One Achilles Tatum.
Somebody said we're going to play NHL fats and skinnies. That's gonna be
Yeah,
all right.
fats and skinnies. That's it.
Fats and skinnies. That's tough, bro. But no, if the Celtics break up their team, that's even more teams in the East that like go down.
Oh yeah,
bro.
And if Giannis,
Come
that's what I'm
on,
saying.
bro.
We
That's
gotta
tough.
pray Giannis doesn't come to the West. There's gonna be. I'm not kidding you. Go look at it. 10 of the top 12 teams would be in the Western Conference.
Yeah, now I'm looking at it. Yeah, bro, come on.
Why is the West always awesome and the East
Because we
is
get.
just blah?
Well, I mean, look.
We have competent franchises in the
Can
West.
we please, like,
Partly that
we gotta
because
do
it raises the right. It does raise the bar, right? It raises the bar. The other thing is they have been able to keep their players, right? So in the case of Denver, kept their guys. Golden State kept their guys, right? And then like you got some real draft pick hits. I mean, in terms of the guys, it's not always just a draft pick. It's who turns out to be the superstars, right? So Jokic turned out to be a superstar, and Curry turned out to be a superstar, and Luka turned out to be a superstar. And, Houston has drafted well with those guys that they have drafted recently. Anthony Edwards totally lived up to being the number one pick in the draft. And obviously, LA's got their own set of advantages, but they have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and now they have Luka Doncic in that place. Oklahoma City just had to do it by being smart, right?
Yeah,
like they did it the smart way.
And they never
smart.
saw. I mean, they liked SGA as a player. They didn't. If you asked,
Becoming the best player.
they didn't think he was
Right.
going to be
The
an
MVP.
MVP.
Yeah,
Like,
MVP.
yeah.
He
They-
kinda-
you caught
he
some
rose-
luck with it.
He blossomed real quick.
You do have to catch luck with it. It is a part
But
of
the
it.
thing is, we catch luck, but like, bro, at this point,
And by the way, Zion has not lived up to expectation.
No, he hasn't.
And neither has Ja.
No.
it's just like,
And
I,
it's like those were franchise-altering guys
I just need.
who still might be.
They might be. They
still might be.
They've got to get healthy. I will say for the injured thing, like, dude, there was one point we were all this way with Jaren Jackson Jr. He was hurt.
That's right.
All the time. And Jaren's been about as healthy as you can be the last 3 years. You know what else injuries did? Injuries allowed the Golden State Warriors to get Kevin Durant.
Right.
Because Curry was on a 4-year, like $44 million contract because he had ankle injuries.
That's it.
And then the cap went up. And because Curry wasn't on a max, they had all that money to sign
you
Durant.
never know,
like, you
bro.
get luck, man.
And then sometimes you get bad luck. The most durable guy in the world has been Jayson Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing there's no smut you can put on that. That guy, that was just unlucky, bro.
That guy's only played. He's only played fewer than 65 games one time in his career, and I believe it was like the lockout. No, not the lockout. It might have been the COVID year when they lost some games. And that guy plays deep in the playoffs every year, and he's durable as hell. And
I'm sitting here looking at all these teams. We talk about looking at the draft lottery, and teams are getting better. Even the teams at the bottom. It's like hopefully this summer everybody around is looking
a lot of influx with the rosters too.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine,
like, I hope people are sitting back looking like, yo, to stay in this hunt, we gotta do this.
I also think it's much more likely that you will see teams making a lot of roster moves and being aggressive in the offseason because of the way the lottery shook out.
Yes.
If the lottery would have just shook out with it being Utah and Brooklyn and Washington and like
Charlotte,
all the rat teams at the top,
it's forcing the hand on a lot of teams.
Yeah, because now it's like, bro,
this is back-to-back
luck
years.
Cannot be our plan.
This is back-to-back years.
Right?
The 11 spot has ended up.
Luck can't be our plan.
Yeah.
No.
And if you watch the playoffs, two of them teams sit back like, yo, you have the window to win it. It could be at any time.
Because your fans don't put up with it year after year.
Nah.
They just don't.
Nah.
This place became an absolute ghost town.
Yeah.
When we won 22 games 3 years in a row, it's like, bro, luck can't be your plan. And by the way, we didn't ever become the next level because of it.
Yeah.
We got OJ and we got Mike and we got we became who we became because of Zebo and Tony and Mark.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mike was, yes, he was a good draft pick.
Yep.
For sure. But I mean, he didn't change the franchise. The rest of the guys, you know what I mean, as a group they did. Because luck couldn't be the plan anymore.
Yeah.
He couldn't. Yeah. It's like, bro, we drafted Rudy Gay and OJ Mayo and Mike Conley and we drafted a bunch of young guys. Luck can't be the plan anymore. We're not going to have a franchise anymore. If luck's still, and so the last night, if anything, while it was goofy the way it played out, it also sent a message to all of them. Bro, luck can't be the plan. Like you can't crap on your fans for another straight year of losing 60-something games.
Yeah.
That's not gonna go. Yeah. And the league's not gonna want you to either, right?
Yeah, that's like even
bro, you tried it, it didn't work. And so now you better come up with a different plan. And so I think you're gonna have a lot of people go back to the lab and be like, all right, because I don't know if next year's draft, there's no. This one's been talked about a lot. This was a great draft.
DeBance is the one in the next draft.
Yeah, DeBance, and then there's one other guy that's supposed to be high as well. But I mean,
let's see.
Who's the other kid? But I mean, I don't like last year's draft was not a good one. I mean, and then Atlanta, they go all the way up and they get Risa Shea.
Right.
And it's like,
yeah, you got the Boozer
who
twins.
could be a solid player.
He's good.
He's all right. You got the Boozer twins, and then DeBance is the two. And then
oh well, it is going to be good then.
Yeah, Darren Peterson from Kansas. I don't know who that is. Nate Ahmet from Tennessee. Dash Daniels, a great name by the way.
People have been talking about DeBanster for the last 10
This
years.
is Dyson Daniels' little brother.
Is it really?
Dash Daniels.
What a cool name.
Dope name.
Dash Daniels?
He plays in Australia.
Oh wow.
Elijah Arenas. It could
be so it could be good.
It could be a decent grab. But guys always emerge, too. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Guys always show up.
Always guys that emerge. John Morant came out of nowhere to be the number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah, like
Damian Lillard was freaking 6th pick in the draft. Like, out of Weber, you know.
Donovan DiVincenzo, it took a Final Four to get him drafted, right? He wasn't even on the radar until the Final Four. Got him. He's playing in the playoffs.
Donovan DV, Kendrick Perkins' ass.
Dante.
What I call him?
Donovan.
He with us, dog. He Italian. Shout out my dog.
Oh, stop. All right. That's going to do it for today's show. Who you guys like tonight? I got to roll with my Nuggets.
Yeah, I'm rolling Nuggets.
Do we think the Cavs extend it?
Thunder and Cavs.
Cavs extend it? And, of course, you're going with the Thunder.
Yeah, we
not,
know,
of course,
buddy.
I'm not Gary over here.
Huh?
Gary's Thunder up now.
Oh, Gary, we on your head, boy.
He's clueless. He just
doesn't want you. He doesn't want you to be right. Called you Big Mouth. Called you Mr. Big Mouth.
Look, you know what I'm gonna buy him? I'm going to buy him an NBA almanac that allows him to look at the 75-year history of the NBA. And you find out when the youngest team was in the NBA Finals or won the NBA Finals. I mean, you can look at it. It's in an almanac. Almanacs exist.
You're going to buy your almanac in 2025.
Yeah, just buy the almanac and look. There's been 80-plus years of NBA basketball history.
GP, I thought you was with us, bro.
Yeah.
I thought you were anti-Thunder.
He's just resentful.
He's a rebel to the system.
Yeah.
I respect it.
It's going to do it for today's show. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, we gone.